Hi everyone, today's video is going to be an update on my Pan That palette for 2018 / whenever I get finished with it. It's not necessarily a year-long goal, but let me go ahead and show you the progress. So this is where I was last time. Here's a picture. And today I am right here. Now I know it's kind of hard to see because of all the metallic like flashback or whatnot. If you don't know, this is the Beauty and the Beast Tale as Old as Time palette. I did not make near as much progress as I was hoping. I just haven't really been wearing that much makeup lately. I've been really busy and, you know, I'm just not really feeling it. I love makeup. I love YouTube. Please don't get me wrong. But if I'm not really feeling it, I just don't do it. You know what I mean? It's just like, it just seems disingenuous. I feel like it doesn't come across well on camera. And I just don't feel like doing it, so I don't. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, here's a little bit more of a close-up of the shadows. I did already have pan on these three. I feel like the pan grew in beast mode some. Maybe a little bit in chip in. So, my goal was to hit pan in the shade Dream It, and I didn't quite do that, but I feel like I'm super duper close, and I used that as an inner corner highlight today. I also have the shade Timekeeper on today as my lid shade. I do like it. It's a deep, like, shimmery taupe. Our Guest I've used quite a few times as a transition. Empress I've used a few times as like an outer corner. Beast Mode I've probably used more than any of them, and as I said, I do feel like this pan has grown some, and it's kind of, you know, not just hitting the pan, but like working my way around the sides. I have it today on as my outer corner, and that's pretty much how I usually use it. I did use it one day all over the lid just to see what happened. I have the shade Enchanting, which is a pretty gold. I don't feel like, I may have used this like once. It's usually a lid shade. Swept Up in Spellbreaker, I use the same as like eyeliners. Today I have on Swept Up. I just like, you know, smoked out on the lash. I do feel like there are dips in there, both of those shades. However, nothing that it's like pan. I use Look Beyond as a transition shade. My Castle is my least used shade. It is a really shimmery brown. I've used it as an outer corner, but it's not dark enough, but it's too dark for a lid. It's kind of an awkward shade. So it's my least used shade. Chip In, I hope you can also see, like, the pan itself is pretty shallow. Like, I've used up not just to hit pan, but like all around this pan. I was hoping to have like half of it gone. Obviously that is not the case, but I'm going to try to keep going and maybe get some more use out of that guy. Romance, again, it's a deeper shade. Romance and Empress, which is right here, are pretty similar. You can see Empress is a little more purple, Romance is a little more red, but they are similar. I already talked about Spellbreaker. Inner Beauty, I will never ever hit pan on, I guess. I use this every single time I have on makeup as a transition shade. Then I have the shade Tea Time, which is a really pretty kind of a shimmery whitish, but it's a little more gray than Dream It. I use that as a lid shade, and I feel like I'm going to use it as inner corner if I ever get through with Dream It. TikTok, sorry, I forgot about that, is a transition shade with a good dip in it in Real You. So, it's like it's a matte with some shimmer. I use it as a lid shade, but I don't love that shade. So, hopefully, y'all can see I do have some pretty good dips in these shades. I don't have any new pan, which is unfortunate. I don't know, y'all. I felt like this, I was thinking that because it's Lorac and everyone says like Lorac shade, so easy to pan. I thought I was going to make a lot more progress quicker. In case you don't know, I use this every weekday that I wear makeup. I don't wear this on the weekends because on the weekends I kind of give myself like a free-for-all, so I'm not ignoring my entire collection. And and whenever I travel, I just use this. So like this weekend was Mother's Day weekend. I didn't do my makeup on Saturday, but I did my makeup on Sunday. And this is what I used even though it was the weekend, because if I travel, this is what I use. So for the 15th of next month, which will be my update, I will actually be out of town. It's going to be, my brother's birthday is June 12th. And from his birthday until Father's Day, I'm going to be out of town. I'm going to be in New Orleans, and then I'm going to be with my dad. So I'll be up late updating y'all on this. But I really want to have pan and Dream It. I definitely think I can do that. I think I can have a lot more pan and chip in. And I don't really know if I could hit pan in anything new besides that. Like I said, I've been using this a lot. This is by far my most used palette ever in my entire life. But still not a single solitary empty shade, which is really frustrating. But I'm hoping to get there. Like I said at the beginning of this video, a lot of people do try to pan that palette in a year. I don't do that. I also don't like to double duty shadows. I know it's a great way to get more use out of it, but if I double duty shadows, like if I use some of those shadows as like, let's say highlighters, well then my highlighter collection will be completely ignored, and I don't want to do that. So for me personally, I would rather just use these as eyeshadows, and that's what I'm doing. I am getting use out of it, just not as much as I was hoping. So hopefully by next month we'll have Pan and Dream It. And yeah, and I'll have progress on everything else, and that's just really the goal for right now. I hope you're still enjoying this. I know some people have like half of their palette gone and all that. I have been working on it for 4 full months because I started January 15th, so to February, March, April, May, 4 full months. And it's not going as quickly as I hoped, but I'm going to keep working on this. If I don't finish it this year, I'm going to roll it into the next pan that palette. But I do think for January of 2019, I am going to be panning an additional palette, maybe like panning both of them at the same time. I'm not sure, but I am loving this palette still. I use it all the time. I'm pretty inspired by it still after using it for 4 months, and I hope you enjoyed this. So as always, please leave any questions, requests, suggestions, comments down below. Talking to you all is one of my favorite things. I'd love to hear from you, and with that, I'll just see y'all real soon. Bye.